It's a nice day out. Let's do some things.
Let's do some things. Game day, game day, game day, game day, game day. Woo! I've been playing video games since I was a wee lad. Some of which have been able to follow me through time, and others I've been able to accrue along the way, from systems retro to modern. I even have a basket where I keep all of my controllers and cables and whatnot. Like there's my GameCube controller, and there's my Guitar Hero controller, and hey, that's my zapper! I was looking for that thing. I even have a drawer where I keep a bunch of my older games, still in their boxes too, and I keep them right next to my fluffy towels, which feel oh so soft and nice.
So I like to play games. One day while I was out at a local warehouse outlet, I ran across this little gem.
Yeah, Cooking Mama Cook-Off. Looks like fun. Although I am kind of worried about what's going on the front of the box. I mean, just look at Cooking Mama herself. I mean, is she looking like right into the sun or something? She's gonna go blind. And whose gloves are these? They're not mine. I don't own any, like, mismatching gloves. Or 2 spatulas. I mean, the food looks good.
So yeah, apparently you gotta play it on the Wii. You know, that thing that has the whatever these are?
That's right, the Wiimote. I forgot that they stylized their controller after a remote for this system. It still functions basically the same as a regular controller, but kind of like a remote now. It even has a power button up top that you can use to turn on the system from a distance. That's pretty cool. It has a cable you can connect a secondary part to, but otherwise functions just like their classic controllers. Looks like Nintendo tried to step up their game with this one. The nunchuck, yeah, that's that thing that plugs directly into the Wiimote. It's got a thumbstick to replace the D-pad, and a couple more buttons to make gameplay more dynamic. Boy, if only Nintendo thought of this one sooner, huh?
Okay guys, whenever I walked in here after that segment, my Wii was somehow turned on. Like, it's on right now. Can you hear it whirring? Yeah, like it, somehow I managed to turn the thing on from the other room. And I don't know how I did that. Apparently the Wiimote is just that good, you know, like it can go through walls even. Alright, let's just throw it inside the the Wii. Let's throw it inside the Wii. I think it would work a little bit better that way. Warning, health and safety. Before playing, read your instruction manual for important information about your health and safety. Also online at www.nintendo.com/healthsafety. Press A to continue.
Cooking Mama.
That's a little creepy.
So when you first start up the game, a cute little animation plays, and then the title logo appears. So let's get started, I guess. You can save up to 3 different save files here. I'ma pick the first one. By selecting Let's Cook in the upper left, you can literally dive into making anything you want. You can make desserts, you can make side dishes, you can make main courses, and you can even make some foreign foods. The game also gives you step-by-step instructions between each step. So to complete each step, you gotta follow those instructions as best you can. Like in this one, I gotta crack an egg on a bowl. And if you do it right,
Awesome.
but if you do it wrong,
You're not mine.
so there you go. The game also grades how well you do, and your performance affects the dish's condition at the end.
Wonderful. Better than Mama.
Hey, when Mama's proud of your work, then you know you did a pretty darn good job. You'll go through each of the steps in order: slicing, dicing, mixing, boiling, melting, stirring, shaking, and flipping, all for one lovely looking meal. Then the game gives you a basic rundown of how well you did, and gives you one of 3 medals reflecting your performance. Get a gold medal and the game will call you a great chef. Keep in mind that you are going to be making some extravagant motions with the Wiimote to make your culinarily digital masterpieces. It is okay if you get a little confused or drop the controller, you'll be alright. Just as if you were really cooking, you'll always have enough time to make the Cooking Mama a happy Cooking Mama. Unless you are me, who can't grill a fish to save his life apparently.
I'll help for you.
She gets kinda flustered if you screw up. I'm so disappointed in you. Friends and Food of the World has you cooking dishes that are native to various countries across the globe. Each dish is for an in-game friend from the associated country. You can cover Spain, Russia, Japan, America, and even France. Oh ho ho! I swear I've seen this guy somewhere before. I can't remember where or when, but man, he's setting off all kinds of recollection alarms inside my brain. Friends and Food is a competitive two-player version of Let's Cook mode. Wait, competitive? Why can't we all just get along? The developers also put in the option to look around Cooking Mama's kitchen. It seems like nothing more than simple aesthetic, except for maybe the ego-inflating clock on the wall. So that's Cooking Mama Cook-Off.
So all in all, yeah, the game ends up being a whole lot of fun, and it shows you how to cook a few things. Speaking of which, I'm actually getting kind of hungry. Let's go get something to eat. Alright, so now that we're here in the kitchen, I'm gonna show you how to make some pizza muffins.
Tasty, tasty, twisted, yeah! So in order to make these muffins, you're gonna need some sort of flour. I like the pizza crust from Bob's Red Mill. It's pretty good stuff. You're also gonna want some kind of sauce, a tomato-y sauce. I like the Classico variety, and I even marked mine with an L. When it comes to the cheese, I always go for Daiya, because they make such awesome mozzarella shreds, seriously. I'm gonna put in some pepperonis in mine, Applegate style, for pizza muffins. Oh yeah. To give them a bolder flavor, I'm gonna be putting in some garlic salt and a bunch of herbs and spices from Bragg. There are plenty of things you can do to give it your own touch, like steak seasoning or Italian seasoning, but I'm not gonna do that, so these bottles are going over here. Oil, or butter, whatever suits your fancy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be putting a bunch of beef into mine. So yeah! You're also gonna want some measuring equipment, like cups and tablespoons and things. And 2 eggs. 3 if you want your muffins to be extra cakey. Take a pair of scissors and open up your Bob's Red Mill pack. Take out the yeast packet that's inside. Pour in your tomato sauce into the bowl, not into the bag like it looks like. Then take the yeast packet, open it up with a pair of scissors, and pour it over top of the sauce. Stir the yeast into the sauce well. Add as much of your herbs and spices as you'd like, and stir them in. Measure out your oil or butter and add it to the bowl. If it's butter, you'll need to melt it first. Add your eggs and then mix it up. I'm gonna take care of the beef now. What I'm doing is I'm taking my chunks and cutting them up into smaller pieces, like this one. 1, 2, 3, meat. Oh yeah. Any kind of raw meat should be cooked before adding it to the rest of the ingredients, so I'm gonna cook mine in the microwave for 3 minutes. My pepperonis can be prepared while the other meat's cooking in the microwave. I like to cut mine into quarters, like these here. Alright, the beef looks pretty good. Smells good too. Once your meats have been all cut up to your liking, it's time to add them to the bowl. Handful by handful, add and stir in them meats. Open up your bag of cheese and add it as gracefully as you'd like, then stir it all in. Now comes the tough part. Slowly add in the floury mix from the bag. Stir it in well, and again, slowly. If you add it in too quickly, it might clump up or not mix well when you try to stir it in. This step is going to take the longest. The mixture might get too tough for a utensil, so get your hands dirty. It's okay, you can wash them immediately after. Your dough should look something like this. Solid yet pliable. Pan man! Put some oil into as many spaces of the pan that you want, and use your finger or something to cover the sides of the form as well. Take that dough and fill up the pan. Each of the form spaces should be heaping a little. Heat up your oven to 425 degrees and let it get up to temperature, then put the filled form on a middle-ish rack. My oven takes around 15 or so minutes. Your oven time may vary. Have a snack while you wait.
What? I've been cooking for over an hour.
Poke the muffins with a knife or other utensil. If the insides are still wet, they are not quite done yet. Once they are done, turn off your oven and take those bad boys out. Wear oven mitts. Separate the muffins from the pan by going around the sides with a flat utensil. You might have to pry them a little bit from the bottom, but they'll come out. Now that you've got them out of your form, you can enjoy— wait, where's this one? I made 6 muffins, not 5.
Great, now I'm gonna have to find it. Oh, it was in my hand. I guess I'm gonna eat it. Enjoy your tasty treat. Great for breakfast and parties. It's really good. Really good. Let me tell you a story.
Memory lane.
A little more than a few years ago, I used to live a little more than 10 miles south of here. And I was living with some people who would become my friends. And I used to like to experiment with making all kinds of different foods. I would make things in a dehydrator. I'd make things with like giant breads. And a couple of the treats that I made, one was a pizza kale. It was like this healthy mishmash of vegetables, and it was like all like a puree that I would put on the kale, and I would basically like mix it in, like bathe it in it. I'd bathe the kale in it, and then I would put it all on this rack that would then go in a dehydrator, and it would dry it out, and it made like a crispy chip treat. And it was great. It was a big hit with all the people who I lived with. To the point even where some of them would be like, "Hey, when are you making more?" Like they were addicted to it. I mentioned the big breads because at one point I came across it was a huge loaf of bread. It was like this big, and it was massive. So I cut it into layers, not like slices like a loaf of bread, but like layers. And I would take lunch meats, I take cheeses, I took lettuce and various other vegetables, mayonnaise, and I basically just made like a whole like sandwich cake. Cause like every layer had all these different things in it, like it became like a cake. And I managed to find this like really big steak used, I think maybe for barbecuing, put right in the middle. And I'm pretty sure that somewhere out there on the internet there already exists a picture of one of the guys I was with holding the sandwich, and he's just like that. It was fantastic. I like making odd kinds of foods like that. So, yeah, kind of like what we did today. It's getting kind of cloudy. I guess we should head back, huh?
And now, life with Angel Bean.
There was this one time when I had to tell my brother not to eat the plastic. The plastic! Nope. The plastic! I'm not willing to eat the plastic. I'm gonna move. Into the sunset. Yep.
This has been Life with Angel Bean.
If you need a friend through thick and thin, don't look to those above you. When you're down and out, and there ain't no doubt that nobody wants you, but you're rock candy, baby. Oh, sweet and sticky. Remember, you're rock candy, baby.
it's getting late. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm glad that you were able to be here with me today. So, until next time, take care. What's up, Dave? Hey, how you doing, man? You doing good? I'll take that as a yes.